So, like what I was saying is that now you got Mexicans coming here, and you know what? I'm not saying all Mexicans, but I'm saying the majority of them because the majority feel that way. All you got to do is be around them, and you see how they look at us. So it's much majority of them that's doing this shit because they feel that now they cahoots with the same motherfuckers that tried all these years to keep them out this country. You don't see, you don't see black people out in like militias at the damn border waiting for one of them to come to the fence to gun them down. You don't see black people do that. You ain't never seen black people march and protest to send them back home. You don't see that. But still in same yet, they want to gun us down because they think they can do it. Because they think this shit is theirs. First of all, parts over there where y'all at, probably so. Texas, California, whatever, that probably is your shit. Whatever. But y'all didn't build America. Y'all didn't go through blood, sweat, and tears like we did. You wasn't hung from no damn tree. You didn't have fucking crosses burned in front of your yard. You didn't have your churches bombed. You didn't have your leaders get rocks and shit thrown at them. You didn't have your leaders get gunned down every time they speak a speech. I'm gonna say it again. You can always go back to your fucking country. You can. You can speak your language. You got your Catholic religion, whatever. And you know the fucked up thing about it? Why Mexicans trying to kill black people? Where's James Edward Olmos at? Where's Paul Rodriguez at? Where's Cheech Marin at? Where's E. LaGloria, whatever the fuck her name is? Where's she at? Where's some of these baseball players, that Hispanic baseball players? And I ain't got nothing against because Cesar Chavez, you know what I'm saying, he did right, you know what I'm saying, talking about stop the genocide in Africa. How come Cesar Chavez and all these other, like Fidel Castro, telling Mexicans, telling these Hispanics, why y'all killing black people off that ain't done a fucking thing to you? Every Sunday y'all play our music. Now y'all wearing Jordans, y'all wearing all that shit. We don't hardly eat Mexican food like that. So just because you see my people jobless and then you got fucking jobs and you think you can just sit up there and giggle and grin just because you got something? Half of that shit y'all doing ain't nothing but peanuts. But see, it's part of our fault too. Because see, what you got is, you got a bunch of white people dipped in chocolate in an organization called the NAACP that's behind this shit. They just like this Obama motherfucker. They wasn't down with us since day one. You can always advocate, you can always seek justice, and you can always seek the rights of other people, but you can't sit up there and you can't sit up there and do the same for us. You can't. But every time when one of us get gunned down, all y'all do is show the fuck up because y'all want to get in front of a goddamn news camera. Y'all been doing that shit for long. Y'all need to, if you can't stand with us, then y'all need to step your ass down. And that's what black people need to do. Black people need to go to fucking NAACP and say, you can't help us, fuck y'all. And that's one more another thing mistake, that when we sit there and got this motherfucker so-called president in for the second term, we should have got on his ass. We should have gave him 21 fucking questions. But see, we didn't do that. That was our era. We made that glitch. We dropped that fucking ball. That motherfucker Obama, he can get two shits about us. It wouldn't surprise me his two beautiful daughters end up marrying white men. Brothers and sisters, you gotta understand is that it's only us. That shit, what's going on out there, y'all can put that shit to the side right now. Y'all need to let that shit go. Fun things don't last. Fun things is only a fucking cheap thrill. That's all it is. All this shit that y'all got on, your pants hanging off your ass. Hell, you see a motherfucker, my own brother, my own color, he driving down the goddamn street, it says 30 miles per hour, but this motherfucker going 20 because he's trying to look cool and trying to see who's looking at him. So what you got that, man? That shit ain't gonna, what you got ain't gonna last forever. Just today, this brother walking around, he just stayed like looking at his shoes and shit, man. Are you gonna cross the fucking street or what? All my people living off is cheap thrills. Something that is not gonna last forever. And the sad thing about it, it's gonna take y'all years and years until y'all get older to fucking realize that. How come you can't realize this at a young age? Why wait so fucking old? We was the first people on this planet, and we should be the last people on this planet. This motherfucker called United States of America wouldn't be shit without us. And what we did, this motherfucker wouldn't be nothing. Because if that was the case, then the Europeans, they would have took their ass back to Europe. That's the bottom line, and I would give one respect to the Native Americans because they know how to stick together. They know how to separate. I don't give a fuck how much they drink, but they know how to separate. They know what the fuck they gotta do. You know, fuck it. We take your little reparations, whatever, because we ain't never got our we ain't gonna never see no fucking reparations. And you talking about this president? Oh. That ain't nothing but a stand-up. Because he ain't black. He ain't never lived in a black community. Only time he been around black people when he met Michelle and he was with Reverend Jamar Wright. And you see what the fuck he did to Farrakhan and Reverend Wright and the others? People, black people, we got to open our fucking eyes. We do. We got to open our fucking eyes. We got to like stand up and say, fuck this shit. Because right now, they laughing at us, they ain't taking us seriously. Long as new pair of fucking shoes and all this shit come out, they can say, all right, just throw them some shoes or whatever. Fuck that. I say fuck that. Let's bring 1968 back. Part 3 coming up.